Oh, maybe it's just random then. I don't know. I need to do like a spreadsheet, but I don't know. Okay, how do I use this item? Maybe I have to do this. Okay, got it. I figure out what to do here. So I run up to each townsperson and use this item to see if they've got an old soul, I guess. None of you guys.
Got it.
I need to go into the fishery at night, but it's not nighttime. I'm really hoping it's the chieftain's son, because I would not mind killing that guy. So let's head over there. It's my main? Well, you're really in trouble then. I just wanted to change my per encounter level 2 spell, wanted to try infuse with vital essences. What did we learn? Never respec a wizard. Okay. Let's try this out.
Yeah?
Oh, man. There goes my excuse to shoot you. You're lucky,
Sure.
Uldrick. Alright. Next villager. Well, if anyone didn't see the title already, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream this Saturday. I suddenly found myself with a wide open schedule, and I was like, woo! So from 12 to 12, that's noon to midnight Eastern Standard Time, I'll be here. If anyone wishes to join me for any of it.
Yeah?
Alright. Alright, it's not Tealdor or Rayfald. Let's check the tavern, see if it's somebody in there. Dexterity affects the action speed of characters and their reflex damage. Except for chance. It does not affect chance. Which is another cool thing, because chanters have a stat that they can actually 100% dump. Let's see. Boop.
Got it.
It's none of you. None of you, apparently. Barkeep, you got an old soul? Apparently not. Owena? Okay. Aliv? No, you're fine. Let's check the guys downstairs. 12 hours of pillars, you play on Planks of the Elves, perhaps a just chatting stream where you get more comfortable for us. More comfortable? I get 11% more naked with you guys every night, Bakemono. Does it even get more comfortable than that? Toral's hair. No one down here?
Sure.
Dang! Where's the, who is it? Dude, I chatted up. One thing I thought about doing, but I wasn't sure how many people would actually care or be interested, but it crossed my mind, is, you know how, like, it's considered bad manners to, like, pop into someone's stream and be like, hey, come watch my stream, or I'm also a streamer, you know, stuff like that. And there was one day I remember I commented, and I was like, oh, you're a streamer too? I had no idea someone else here streamed. And then someone in chat said, I think a lot of us do. It's just considered bad manners to say something. And I was like, oh, and that really stuck with me. And I thought about, like, you know, each day having, you know, giving, like, one person a chance to, you know, introduce themselves and talk about their stream. You know, kind of have, like, a little window of time where, you know, they could basically advertise if they want to. Just have, like, one person do it each stream. What do you guys think of that? Like, I would still be playing and stuff while they're talking, but they could basically, you know, do a Muck-authorized sales pitch in chat and give them a chance to do so. Maybe make some more connections. It's just a thought. Alright, let's see if Tana's got the old soul. Still no. Yeah, I'm close to Googling this. No, not on Discord, just in chat. Just like ask them some simple questions and, you know, they get a chance to sell their stream, get people to go see it. Something to do while I'm still doing this is like background. I mean, I suppose it could go to Discord, but that's not what I was thinking originally, no. I didn't want to derail the gameplay for the people who might not care.
Feels like it's hardly worth putting the huts back up.
Huh?
Better than standing out here shivering.
Alright, I guess let's go in the fishery. If it's not in the fishery, I'm probably going to Google this. Because basically all we're doing now is running around to every single villager in the town and clicking a quest item until it glows. So. Equipping a shield increases a character's deflection. Larger shields reduce accuracy.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
Oh, is it nighttime enough that I can rob? Upstairs at the inn, the cleaning woman. I totally went there. Arda's bracelet? You feel yourself drawn into it? In the memory, you stride into the fishery. The floors are swept clean, but the wood is still splotched with snowmelt and fish guts. A man hunkers in the corner, his head nodding forward as if in sleep. He looks up drowsily as you approach. It's Grinda. His face is youthful but sallow, and his hair hangs in stringy locks. You feel a pang of anger and pity at your brother's debauchery. Arda.
It's past midnight.
Grinda wipes at his nose and examines the mingled blood and powder on the back of his hand. He shrugs. Your fingers clench around coarse, thick fabric, your father's best wool cloak tucked under your arm.
Go! To raid Ceres, or Defiance Bay, or fucking Air Glonfoth. I don't care!
He picks up the cloak and looks at it with the same sort of dull wonder. He wipes his nose on the lining. A sudden rush of fury leaves your limbs weak and raw.
I'll tell them. Mayor Sina healed. The neighbors. Everyone.
About what?
He mumbles, churning his words from a morass of snot and saliva.
The stealing. You think I haven't noticed the money missing from the fishery coffers? Or heard Tana talk about losing a golden duke?
Ah, okay. Alright, Bill, I'll check back there in a second.
You can't be found when there's work to do, but every time those merchant wagons roll into town, you've got coin enough for a few bags of ripple sponge.
No, it's not.
Stalwart tolerates your sponge habit, but they won't abide your thieving.
You touch your bracelet, a gift from Mother, plucking at the beads.
You won't.
He rises, steadier on his feet than you would have thought.
I will.
I wouldn't have shamed Mother and Father while they were still living, but I won't let this keep up. Your anger swallows the last of your pity. Anger at him for putting you in this position, for doubting your resolve, for failing to see. You're close enough to smell his stale, sour breath when he pushes you. You fall, watching his widening eyes and the ceiling spinning into your vision. Isn't this just like him? Grinned with his fool tantrums, never thinking of anybody but himself, and now you're going to be nursing a headache for a week. Just goes to show you can't help some people, but you'll remember him too, your baby brother running through the snow, slipping, falling on ice, and you're slipping, falling, and there's a table behind you, but it shouldn't. She's gonna crack her head on the table. The memory ends abruptly, jolting you back into the present with your heart hammering and your palms sweating. So he killed his sister while he was drugged up? The fishery door creaks open, and in walks Grin, staring at you and the bracelet in surprise and outrage. His face drains of color.
You take shelter in our village and then ransack it like a common thief? You'd better explain yourself.
Galvino told me you were a ripple sponge addict. It seems like you're much more than that.
Any who put stock in the ravings of that bitter old fool deserve all the trouble they get.
You killed your sister right here in this room. He opens his mouth to reply, but the words catch in his throat. The guard next to him stares at the bracelet, recognition turning to horror.
It was an accident. I was a failure and a wretch then. But I never would have killed anyone. Least of all my own kin.
Say nothing.
I gave her body to the lake. But I kept her bracelet. To remember the cost of my own weakness. I ain't asking for forgiveness. I know I don't deserve any. My penance is my work on behalf of the village. And they
You don't get to pick that?
You've seen the shape this place is in. Have mercy on Stalwart, if not on me.
You don't get to, like, do a crime and they go to a judge. Like, yeah, I did murder that guy a long time ago. My penance is I worked 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. For years I worked Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Let me do the work Arda would have done. That's my debt to Stalwart, and the only fitting way to honor my sister.
Thank you. That's not for you to decide. You owe it to the town to tell the truth about her death.
Kept thinking I could get by this way. But I guess you're right. It's time they knew the truth about me.
I love it when my thoughts are actually one of the options. Like, you don't get to pick that. It's, oh wow, we just had like 3 people level up. It's like, there was some comedian, I think it might have been Louis C.K. when he's talking about when you tell someone, like, you're being an asshole, and they're like, no, I'm not. And he's like, you don't get to decide that. That's for everyone else to decide. No one's ever like, you're being an asshole, and then you're like, no, I'm not. And you're like, oh, you know what? I guess I'm wrong. My bad. Like, that never happens. Alright. Let us go to the inn that you all were just telling me about. I'll do the level ups in a bit here. And I used the quest item near the cleaning lady, but I didn't notice anything. But I'll just talk to her, as you said, Bill. See if I can figure this out. Wizards may only cast spells that are in their equipped grimoire. I will, after learning what I just learned from talking to people in chat minutes ago, I will never make a main character wizard because of that respecking thing. Alright, so this is her, I think.
Huh?
I mean, was that
Got
it?
it.
That little ripple that she showed? Let me show it on these. Oh yeah, I guess it is different on her. Wow, that's it? Okay.
Something I can do for you?
Read her soul. You read her essence and almost instantly find yourself wrapped in darkness. It takes you a moment to realize you've plunged into a very old memory. But as your eyes adjust to the torchlight, you find yourself standing in a gloomy tunnel that you instinctively recognize as part of Durgan's battery. A handful of figures in patchy cloaks and hoods, dwarves like you, hunch over a minecart. They're loading it with cloth-wrapped bundles from which you see the occasional flash of metal, the edge of a blade, or the burnished glow of plate. The other dwarves scurry with a curious mixture of hate and caution. They stack the bundles in a din of muted clangs and thumps, following the echoes of their ruckus down the tunnel with nervous eyes. Pay attention. Sooner we get this
done, sooner we can go.
Your voice is a dry whisper and your nerves tingle with energy. You feel the same apprehension that the others do, but unlike them, you relish it. Still, you look over your shoulder just in case.
We're hurrying, Captain Gregor. Honest.
So she used to be a Captain Gregor man. When you turn back, the others have redoubled their efforts, and you feel a pleasurable twist in your gut as they fill the cart. Being captain of the guard doesn't pay much, but it does allow you to visit the armory without raising eyebrows, and with Coinmaster Zoltan selling off half of the battery's arsenal, who's going to notice a few more missing pieces? Besides, you've got a buyer lined up. As long as you can move these goods out of the battery before someone squeals. As you surface from the memory, you realize an awakening will be permanent for Owina. There may be others in town you could awaken instead. You look up to find Owina staring at you.
Sir? Excuse me, sir. You alright?
Well, Bill, since, hold on. Pre-awaken choice. Curse the writing in this game. This actually makes me feel bad.
Something I can do for you?
Awaken,
It's got me
Gregor.
straightening
Remember your
wounds,
theft from
but
the
I'll help you
armory.
if I can. Who? I don't...
Her face goes slack, and she looks for a second as if she's fallen asleep, but her eyelids flutter, and after several seconds, they open to slits. I didn't say it was ethical.
Thief. I'm the captain of the guard. Best be careful where you sling an accusation like that.
Relax, Gregor. I was hoping we could work together.
We're of one mind, then. However, I like to see offers on the table before I deal. What would you give me?
I awakened you. Seems you owe me now.
I see. You have me at a loss. And yet, this is not a loss entirely.
I need to reach Durgan's battery. The Cantech, please.
Hammers of Durgan, ring loud. May the anvil's deep music resound. Walls of the battery safeguard our works from marauder and wilder alike. Abidun's faithful travail by the forge, and the fires that brighten the ore. If anyone asks, you didn't hear it from me. Got that? Now.
Owena doubles over, sneezing hard enough to scatter dust across the floor. She looks back up at you, wiping at her watery eyes.
Beg your pardon for going on so. I got carried away, and... What was that I said? About hammers and fires and...
You're... try to leave. You're awakened. You share the soul of a guard captain from Durgan's battery.
You must be joking. How could that happen?
His soul reincarnated whole within you, sometimes awakenings result.
I can't be awakened. That means... Andres tides, I'm stuck with him.
Her body goes rigid, every muscle tensing. She stands there frozen in shock until a sly look warms her eyes. The thaw creeps down her shoulders and torso until at last she speaks again, her voice as smooth as oil.
It's not all bad, Owena. Way I see it, you and me can make some deals. To our mutual benefit. Deals? What do you want from me? For you, not from you. I'm thinking it's time we got a raise.
Now it's a stealing housekeeper.
I don't know about that. Hafric's a bit of a miser, he is.
Owena's anxious frown replaces Gregor's confident smirk.
Don't you worry about Hafric. I've got something else in mind.
Owena falls into a look of deep contemplation as she and Gregor continue in silent conference.
Yeah?
Alright, I mean, there was some humor there, so I felt better by the end of that. Okay, we got 3 level ups. Oh man, bandits stole a lot of my money. What the heck? Okay. Get a new phrase. Plus burn damage to the party. Plus defense against prone, concentration, and damage reduction against freeze and shock. Dragon Thrash, Dragon Wield. Let's get the defensive one. Since this is the tank with 0 might, pretty much. Just be glad you aren't doing the companion quest. Well, I'm doing 2 of them. I'm just not doing the other 7 or whatever. Alright, survival. Let's see. We got that. This doesn't really matter. I'm not really going to use any of these. I'll get... Let me see. Drop around draws. I'll get this just because I don't have it. And it's a thing I don't have on anybody, basically. And she's stealth, and she has 3 athletics. Don't need to change anything. Our most well-dressed party member. Oh, her first tier 6 spell? Amplified Wave. Manifest the target ally's mental strengths and project them outward forcefully, causing a shockwave that inflicts crush damage and knocks anyone around prone. Nice, so cast this on the tank when he's surrounded and like an explosion emanates. Disintegration. Oh my god, that's sick! 310 damage over 20? Raw damage. Doesn't raw just like skip resistances? Raw damage is the only type that ignores all damage reductions and is generally associated with poisons and similar effects. I like it. I like that. What's Mind Plague? Destroy an enemy's memory with calculated accuracy, leaving them dazed and confused before rapidly jumping to up to 5 other enemies. Oh, I love chaining abilities. Chaining abilities are so fun. Dazed for 16, confused for 6. Let's get Disintegration and Mind Plague. Chaining abilities have a special place in my heart. I love those things. Alright. We've got the Cantech to get into the keep. Confused is just as good as Charmed. You're right. Let's see. Tip about Grimoire. Do I need to go back and talk to that guy by Durgan's Battery that I revealed the guy for killing his sister? Let me see. I got away. Keep an eye on the devil. Journey to Abbey. Overseeing is welcome. Track down the slave hunter. Still haven't found that. Good haul. Return to Fiara at the Gref's Rest. Gref's Rest? Where was that? The Gref's... Oh, bloody hell. Is this someone in here? Okay, well, I'm glad I checked it before I left town. It could have been even more loading screens. Alright, so someone in this this inn, I guess, hired me to go get that quest item that I found earlier. Sip of water. Alright. Fiara.
Sure.
Fiara.
You look like you've been in the wilds. You see my wagon out there?
Found your goods.
You've saved my hide. I can't thank you enough. But I hope you'll take this.
Fair enough. I'll take my reward then.
Here, as promised. Thanks again. With a little luck, I'll trade these blizzards in for a sea breeze soon enough.
Nice. Alright, sweet. That quest is done. Alright, try down Slave Hunter. Haven't found that. Travel to Cragholt, investigate the conflict. Return to court. I can't go to Brackenbury. Okay. Alright, so... Next is back to Durgan's Battery if we're still doing this expansion. Sir Iffin's not added. The quest expires in 2 days. Durant's still for 25 hours. Sorry, Sir Iffin's not. Man, I don't know. Send the rogue. Send the robot. Alright. The question is, do I need to go to Cade Nua to resolve that fight before I, I've never done auto-resolve. Does anyone know the success rate of auto-resolve? So far, every time I've gone there and manually resolved it with my own hands. I don't know how often auto-resolve succeeds as when it's, your stronghold's getting attacked. I guess this is a little closer. Alright. 8 hours to get there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just go. We still have 3 days before our town is attacked. If no one knows the answer to the auto-resolve thing, I'll still have time to manually resolve the attack on the keep and go there and fight it off myself. I'm guessing the guards you hire defend it if you hit auto-resolve. I'm not sure if the heroes you have stationed there will actually help out or not. Or if they just don't show up. Friendly reminder, if you're doing it, to do your quest mode daily quest. Just to check in for the day to get your free points. Keep earning those free subscriptions.
Keeping an eye out.
Alright. So we just did a lot of quest completes. Let's tap that quick save button. Oh my.
Quest.
Okay, let's try Mind Plague. What's the cast time on this? Pretty fast. Alright, so the plague jumped from that to that. Okay, so I thought it was like bounce, 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 bounce. So it's like bounce and it stays there for a while. Then bounce, then it's... Okay, so it sticks to the guy for like 6 seconds before jumping. So now we've got that ice blight. It's interesting. It's cool. And it was a quick cast time, so that's a bonus. Ooh, why aren't you shooting? Oh, never mind. It's over. Doesn't matter now.
Got it.
Alright, that was cool.
Time to see and not be seen.
Ooh, Bigfoot over there. Crowbar, we got some camping logs. Trampled bloody slush around the top of the wagon. You spy tracks leading back south along the path. Is that a troll? Yeah, it's a troll. Alright. Okay. Whoa! Why are you running up there? No! Grieving widow. Grieving mother, stay down here.
I have
Okay, that's 5 chance. Summon some ogres.
so much for you. Oh, I'm 10.
This is when the Dragon Thrash Dragon Whale is extra nice, because it's all these guys are really awkwardly positioned, but the bards are still doing their damage.
So much for you.
Splat. Very nice.
Got it.
That's I actually really
Quiet as a calm
like
sea,
when the Drake
is
and all the ogres
not
vanish. It's like a little bit of eye candy. Okay, we got some stairs going down over there.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
What we got here? +2 int while endurance is above half. Plus 25% focus gain while endurance is above half. Oh my gosh, that is way better than her just 10% more focus gain that she's been using. That is a solid yes. Alright, sweet. Cypher upgrade. Upgrade get. Battery watchtower. I'm imagining... I mean, this might spiral upward, but the bridge isn't connecting. So unless it has a basement, I don't think this is going to be a huge dungeon if I go in here. Let's tap... We just... Oh. That's it. Okay. As you grab the bow, it vibrates with a strange and familiar energy. Searching your pack, you find the silver arrow that you found lodged in the injured winter wolf. As you hold the bow and arrow together, the arrow suddenly snaps into place. You hear a cracking hum, and a pale ribbon of light begins to form between the ends of the bow. When you pull the arrow back, you feel a very solid resistance. Stormcaller added to your inventory. Huh? What in tarnation? Where is that? Where are the bows? Crossbows, guns, bows. Is it in one of my bags? Oh, there it is. I see it. Stormcaller, hunting, two-hand. Chanter, Cipher, or Ranger can bind it. Interesting. Unfortunately, I've gotten everybody with the gunner talent, so they faster reload with guns, so I don't really want to switch to a bow at this point. If I had known that was here, maybe we might have done differently. Okay, alright. Nothing really crazy over there. What level are we now? 11, okay. So I think the paladins are probably 10. Because they've been a little behind the whole time. Ooh. That's